Welcome back again. I'm going to start a new series of tutorial video on Python programming language, and this series would be for the beginners. It's purely beginner series, right? Who want to learn, who is interested on this language, right? As you know, it's a most easiest language, easy to learn language. Any 10th pass student also can learn this language, and most demanding language, right? One of the top demanding and one of the top popular language. So let me show you something like in under the TIOB index, you can see Python is the number one, right? So Python is always number one since long. You can see it is highest position it is holding as in terms of demand, in terms of popularity and use, right? And this language of the year awarded in 2007, 10, 18, 20 and 21, right? So I just show you this thing because you can understand the popularity, the demand of this language nowadays. And I'm pretty sure this series would be interesting for those who want to start with this language, who want to learn, because this language can learn anybody. It's not dedicated for any particular purpose. It can be used for any demand, any requirement, such as machine learning, automations, data science, data mining, artificial intelligence, multiple purpose you can use this language, right? And I'm pretty sure this will be interesting for the beginners, right, who want to start. You no need to any programming background. This is the most important part of this language for learning this language. That is, you no need to specific programming background or programming experience. If you have, that is very good and well, and it's still, and you can learn anywhere, right? So without wasting any time, let's get start. Let's start with the Python data type. Python data type is very important. I would recommend first understand the Python data type and how many data types are there in Python programming language, and what are the category and how it's work, right? So this series of this video objective is that only, right? So Python data type, I will explain in this video how many type of Python data type. So let's start. So Python having numeric data type, text type, boolean type, binary type, set type, mapping type and sequence type, right? These are the I would say category or the type of data are being used in the Python, right? Another data type is there, that is the non-data type, that I have not mentioned over here. That is very rare use. I will try to explain later on, right? So in top view, these are the data type or the category mostly used in the Python programming language, right? Please keep in mind and try to take a screenshot also, so that you can remind and understand these are the data type, right? It's very easy and simple, right? So first thing first, start with the numeric type, right? So another numeric type, what are the data type or fall? That is integer, float and complex. These are the three data type or fall under the numeric data type, right? So integer, here I have mentioned the int, right? It's integer. So always I will mention int. Int means integer, right? So int, float and complex, these are the three data type being used in the under the numeric category, right? So first start with the int, right? So what is int data type? That is any whole number can be treated as a int over here, right? And int is immutable. All right. So what is mutable and what is immutable, that I will explain, and you can understand likewise. Immutable is editable and immutable is not editable. This is how you can understand right away. So the int is the immutable, it's not editable, and any whole number can be treated as a int, right? 20, 30, 40, anything. So let's go to the PyCharm, right? Let's understand from there. So I have written some programming, basic programming to save time, save your time and my time also. Yeah, so that I can understand fast. So here I will explain with the int as I told you. So integer can be any whole number, right? Can be positive and can be negative, right? Int cannot be with decimal or a point, right? There is no point decimal comes under the int value, right? And integer in Python, integer range is there is no limitation. Any range can it be, right? And it cannot allow to have leading with a zero, in the sense like you cannot start with the zero, the int value, right? So let's explain with the programming, right? Yeah, so I enable this thing. Another part I would like to tell you that here if I put any any hash command before any programming, that will be, you are saying, you can see that it's being grayed out, right? It's being disabled, so it is commenting. Here we are putting as a commenting. So if any time in programming, if you want to put any comment in the which is not comes under the programming, that you have to put one pound sign or hash sign, so that it can be commenting out, right? So I have removed that commenting out. Let's run with this thing. So here I put 1x, that is the variable. So what is the variable, that I have explained in separate video. You can press on the I button. From there you can understand what is the variable. Variable is nothing but you are storing one value or data in any variable. So here I have taken one x variable. I can take it y, z, a, b, c, d, anything I can take. So under the a, I put a variable 50, right? So in Python language, whatever I want to see after running the programming, that I have to see with the print command, right? So here I am putting one command more, that is print x. So I am going to print x. Let's see what is showing over here. So let me run over here. Yes, it is printing it out, right? So x equal to 50 and I am printing the x value, so x variable. So x equal to 50, here 50 is the print it out, right? And run it out. So I understand, we can see that 50 is print out, but I'm saying you that it's the integer value, but how do you understand, right? So for that, which type of data type, to understand that you have to run one command, that is the print type. So with this command you can understand which category or which class data type it is, right? So I print it out. Now I am going to run the print type. I want to understand, or I want to see which class fall this variable, right? This data type. Yes, let me run this program. So class is int. So by this command you can understand under which class or on which data type it is. So it is int data type, right? And 50 is the int data. It's a whole number, all right? Hope it is clear. It's very simple. Now here as I told you, in Python data range can be there is no limitation, it can be anything, right? So I have given one example with this programming. Let me disable the comment it out. It is done. Yeah. So in here I try to explain with the y, right? So here whole number I have put at any value, right? There is no limit, any range it can be, right? I can put any value. Again, I am increasing the value, right? Any whole number I can put over here. Now let me see whether it is getting printed out or not. Yeah. So it is getting printed out, right? So it is printing. Now let's understand which data type it is, whether it is int or not. Yeah, so it's fall under int category, right? Int data type. So as I told you, in Python 3, range can be any range. I have put multiple value, right? But still it's printed out and it is showing the int category data type, right? Hope it is clear. It's very simple, right? Yeah. Now what I said, that it's not allowed to have leading with a 0, right? You cannot start with the 0. Let's understand with this thing. Yeah. So as I show you 50 is printed out and show the class also, right? Let me start with the 0, right? If I put some value over there, let me see what is happening. Yeah, so I'm getting one error, right? Here the leading 0 in decimal integer literals are not permitted. All right, it's clearly saying, as I told you, 0, it's not leading with a 0, it cannot be leading with 0. Any whole number it should be, right? Any range it can be, right? I mean, another thing I told you, that is it can be positive and negative, right? That I'm going to show you. Yeah, let me show you over here. So just remember one thing, I am sometime I'm commenting out, and again I'm enabling that. How I'm doing that, that is putting one in Mac OS, that is I'm putting command /, or in Windows you have to put the control /, right? So this is how you can commenting out and enable and disable. Yeah, so yes, I have put it z is equal to 30, right, over here. Let me run it again. Yeah, so yes, it is again printed out, and it is showing the under false under the int value, right, in data type. So it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be range, anything, but it cannot start with a 0, right? Hope it is clear. So in part it's clear. So let's understand the float, right? And another thing I missed it out. I missed the one dotted value, decimal value is not allowed over here in the int category. That will be fall under different category. That will fall under the float category. Once some decimal or point value is come, that is fall under the float data type. So again, float is also immutable. It cannot editable, right? So let's analyze the float. Yeah. So here, as I told you, float or floating points number is number positive or negative containing one or more decimal value, right? So here, as I told you, in int you cannot put in decimal or point, but in float you can. Whenever you put one decimal or point value, it will fall under the float value, float data type. So let me show you with this thing. Let me disable with this thing. Yeah. Let me print. Yeah, it is printing. It is 20.5 and it falls under the float, right? And it can be positive and negative, right? Both. Let me run. Yes, minus 5.5 and it is also falls under the float, right? So whenever you are putting one dot, for my understanding, I would recommend you, for the beginners, if you see dotted then in some value, so it's mean floating, right? It's fall under the floating data type. You can remember likewise. Now another part is that in the floating, that is the float can also be scientific number with an e, right? So e indicates the power of 10. So you can see here I have put some value a variable with the 35e and then 3. Let me run with all these 3, right? Yes, you can see the power of 10, right? I have put it over here e and it is showing power of 10. So yes, a float also can be a scientific number with an e to indicate the power of 10. It can be also done, right? So float is clear, right? Any value is floating after the dotted decimal, it can be treated as a float, right? Yeah, so it's fine, it's okay, it's easy, right? I might be a little faster for saving time. Yeah, so float is done. Now let's start with the complex. So what is the complex? Again, complex is also immutable, you cannot edit it, but that is comes under the one imaginary value. Let me explain over here. Yeah, so the complex data type in Python, you can see over here. Complex data type in Python consists with the two values, right? The first one is the real part, and the second part is the complex number, and the second part is the imaginary, right? Complex is the imaginary complex number. Always we know in mathematics the j is a complex imaginary number. We usually denote the real part of using I, right? So here 3 is I, and the imaginary part as a j, right? So let me run this program. Yeah, so x I have put it, let me print it out. Yeah, it is printed out. It is this imaginary number. Once we put the imaginary number j, it is showing the class, it falls on the class complex, right? It is showing the class which falls under the complex data type. So whenever you put one imaginary number, complex number, that is falls under the complex data type, and it can be positive or negative. You can see over here, right? I have put it one minus over here. That's what it is showing, minus. That is also comes under the fall under the complex data type. So hope it is clear. Basic type. So numeric type, there is three: int, float, and complex. Int allows the whole number, right? It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be a range, it can be anything, right? And float would be comes with the any decimal value. After any decimal value, this would be in float. And yes, complex is always, we know the j value, imaginary number, so that will fall under the complex value. So next is the text type. So what is the text type? Text under the text type, that is the string data type is come, right? So under the text type, only one thing is that string data type. So string, it can be come any character, right? Here I have given some, again it is immutable. So here I have given example, I have put my channel name, right? I have write in the YouTube, and I can write anything. I am Superman, anything I can run, right? So let me show you in the programming PyCharm, right? So yes, the text type is a string. Yeah, so text type under the string. Let's understand with this thing. Yeah, let me show just a minute. Yeah, so any character placed within a single, double, or triple quoted, that is a string, right? And string can be comes with a number also, right? Whatever the value you put under the single, double quote, and triple quote, that will be treated as a string data type, right? And again, string is immutable. So let me show you. I am going to put some value over there. Yeah. So as I tell you, right? So again, x equal to, I have put it my this channel name, right? So and I put it in under the double quote. So whenever I put in under the double quote, it will be treated as a string. So let me show you. Let me print and let me show you the data type, right? Yeah, it printed out. I have run this program and it is showing the class and data type is string, right? So whatever I'm putting single quote or double quote or triple quote, that will be treated as string. So here I have given the example with the double quote. All right, let me try the single quote over here, right? So yes, I have put it one variable, that name y, and the name under the single quote. Let me run this thing. Yeah, again it is printed out, and the name is class is showing the string, right? So the data type is the I have put it the type. So data type is the string, or class is the string, and the string is the YouTube, right? And that is also for under the one single quote. Another important part is that here you can write anything, right? Suppose I am writing YouTube is one of the most full social media, right? Social media. So I once I write anything, I can write, right? So let me see. Yeah, it has been print out, right? Or you can do one thing. Please follow my channel. Follow my at the rate slash at. Yeah. So so I have put more string, more comments over there. Let me show you what is happening, right? I have put it one enter also, right? But it still comes another one single quote. Let me see. Yes, YouTube is one of the most useful social media. Please follow my YouTube channel. This thing in a single line. Thing is that you can see it is printed out in a single line, and that is also falls under the string data type, and that is under the single quote. Now if I want to put this all in different line, what to do that for that? Let me show you. For that you have options. Another thing I missed it out, that is, let me show you. Like as I told you, the value or number can also come, right? Any number can be come under the string if it is under double, single or triple quote. So I have put it one comments over here, that is I am bond 007. This is a value, right? And this is also string. So whenever your anything is comes under the one quotation, that is always treated as a string, right? So hope it is clear. Yeah, now let me show you this part. Actually I wrote this all programming before starting this because it will set time. Yeah. So here what we did, I put a triple quote, right? And I put it multiple lines over here, right? I am interested in Python language. I don't have any experience on the programming language like this way. So once I run this thing, it is coming not a single line, it is coming in multiple lines. So what I did, I put all this my text or thing character under the triple quote. So once I put that under the triple quote, all will show you in different line, right? Just press enter and write down. Just press enter and write down. Yeah. So yeah, hope it is clear. It's very simple. I might be a little bit faster, but as it's a very easy topic, that's what you can pause and reverse again, so that you can understand again. Yeah. So now next data type is the boolean, right? So boolean data type, let me show you. Boolean is nothing but, again, it is immutable and it's only deal with the true and false, right? Let me show you in programming. Already I written this thing. Yeah. So boolean used to represent the truth value of any expressions, right? For example, in expression 2 is the greater than equal to 1, right? So it's true definitely, right? And second thing is the 0 equals to 1. Here double equals to, in Python we have to put in the double equals to, is false. Yes, 0 cannot be equals to 1, right? So that's what it's showing false. So let me run this program and let me show you in boolean, right? What I write in this program, that is print 10 is greater than 9, right? Second line I have put it 10 equal to 9, and print equal to print 10 is 9 is greater than 10. So what is going to happen? Hope it is very simple. Let me run this thing. So yes, 10 is greater than 9 definitely, so it is showing true. And 10 cannot be equal to 9, right? It's showing false. And 9 cannot be greater than 10. That's what it's showing false. Yeah, this is how it is, right? It is so the expression truth value of the any expressions. Let me show you another part, that is over here. Let me disable it out. Yeah. So here one thing keep in mind, that is that true is always equal to 1 and the 0 is equal to false is always equal to 0, right? So let me show you over here. Yeah. So I print int, right? That is true. So true equal to 1, right? So why int? It's conversion only. So yes, you can see int is equal to any numbers, right? So that's what it is getting convert true in int. So it is showing 1, and true, if I convert the false, it is showing the 0, and if I true minus false, it is 1. Yeah. So it's very simple. Yeah. And another most important, that true and false cannot be variable, cannot be as it's a keyword, right? You cannot do that. So let me show you that also. So if I try to put one variable true as a true and equals to 10, so it's an integer, right? But let me show run this program. Yes, it is giving one error, syntax error, that cannot assign the true. So I cannot true make as a variable, because true is a keywords only. Yeah. Hope it is clear. Yeah. Thank you. So till we have clear numeric data type, text type, boolean type, and the binary data type. Now I'm going to start with the binary data type. Yeah. So what is binary data type? Under the binary data type, multiple things come, right? Bytes, byte array, and the memory view. These three always come over here. And yes, bytes is always immutable. Byte array is mutable, and view memory view is always view the internal data only, right? So under the binary data type category, byte array, bytes, and the memory view. These three comes, right? So let's understand with the comment. Yeah, binary. So what will start with the bytes, right? Yeah, let me close the other part. Otherwise, it will create unnecessary confusions for you. Yeah. So bytes. So let me tell you something about the bytes. It is require if you want to store a sequence of bytes, right? Mostly it is use this byte and byte are used to process the image, voice, video type of data programming, right? And bytes are immutable, as I told you. And value should be yes, this is very important part. The bytes value always should be in the another range. Whatever you are putting under the value, that should be 0 to 256. Byte supports the buffer protocol, right? This is one of the question it might ask you in interview or in examinations, that is bytes under support the buffer protocol. Excuse me. Yeah. And bytes and byte array doesn't support slicing. So what is slicing? I will try to explain in separate video. One thing is important. Bytes is come with the source encoding and error. So let's understand one by one, right? So we can check this thing. Yeah. Let me enable it out. Yeah. So yes, second variable is bt. I put it byte. So b under the quotations and the hello, right? So what? Let me run this program. Yes, the hello is a byte type data, right? The class is the bytes. You can see. Another way out, I can run the bytes by converting. Let me show you. Yeah. So what I am doing, I am converting the 1 to a bytes, right? The value 1 to bytes. So prints bytes 1, prints bytes 2, and prints bytes 3. Yeah. So once we print one integer or one value, that will always show like this way, right? 2 value is this and 3 value is this. I am print it out. It will not show it like this way. Sorry. So one thing very important, that is string. As I told you, it will give you one error. Why it will give you error? Let me explain this thing. It is done. Just a minute. Yeah. So what I did, I put one string and print the string, right? str1, and print the type, right? Then I try to convert it out. Let me show later on. Yeah. So convert to bytes, right? This is the string as it is in double quote, right? And the class is a string. Now if I want to convert this string to bytes, what will happen? So I'm going to again taking separate name bytes, bts, the other variable, and converting bytes, my string 1, this is the string 1, I'm going to convert into bytes. So what is, let's say, what is happening? Yeah, so it is giving as expected, it is giving one error, coming with error, that is the string argument without an encoding. So if I want to convert any string, see here I have converted the integer, right? There is no error. But whenever we are converting one integer, sorry, string to bytes, it will give you one error, right? So string argument without encoding. So we have to put one argument, that is the encoding, with this one only. So encoding needed as syntax, bytes, source, encoding. See, the syntax is the bytes, source, encoding, and the error, right? So we have to put one encoding. So what is the encoding? Encoding is nothing but the UTF-8. So whenever we are trying to convert the string to a bytes, we have to put one encoding, right? So here you can see this error, string argument without an encoding, right? So string argument, I am converting string to bytes without an encoding, so it will give you error. So let me enable this thing, right? Let me disable this thing. Yeah. So how I'm converting this thing again, the same way bytes, but here I am putting one encoding which is required to convert string to bytes, right? Let me print it out. Yes, now there is no error, right? So it has been converted, convert to bytes. This is my string, convert to bytes. It's been converted. Now the class is string. Sorry, let me show you the class also. Yeah. Print type BS. Yeah. So let me show you. Yeah. So what is happened? Let me show you. First, we made a string, as I told you earlier. Under the double quote, it is string, and I have printed out. That is the convert to data type, and it's fall under the string data type, right? Now I am converting bytes to string, a string to byte, right? So what I am doing, this is how I am converting, right? So after conversion, it is converted to the same string, but class it is converted to bytes, right? Hope it is clear to you, right? So first I made the string, then I print it out. So the category, the type, that is the string. Then what I did, I convert. First initially I converted it out without encoding, but it show us error, right? Then what I did, I convert this thing, this string to bytes with a encoding, which is required to convert one string to byte, but it is not required for the int, right? I have successfully converted the int to the bytes. I hope you have seen this thing, right? There is no encoding is required over here. Let me show you again. So it has been converted, right? This is how it will show you. It will not show you 1 and 2. It is converted and show you in a byte format, right? Yeah, hope it is makes sense. Yeah, I show you this thing. And yeah, now one part is important, right? It is also very important. I have shown you, right? Here little bit up, the value range should be 0 to 256. And now let me show you how it is working here. I have make one variable, use cannot be put 1 to 256 value. Let me show you this printout. Yeah, so it's list. I made one list, and let me print it out. And it is showing you the range should be 0 to 256. All right, let me convert it first. All right, yeah, just give me a moment. Yeah, so what I'm doing here, I'm creating one list with multiple values, right? then I print out, then I show you the class, which data type it is list, right? Then what I did, I convert it, right, into bytes. Then I can print out, and I show you the byte type, right? Let me show you. This is very important, right? So what I did, I make a list, right? So 20, 30, 40 and 200, this is the list of the value, right? Then I print, and this is showing the list data type, right? Then what I did, I converted this list to a bytes. It's been converted, right? Now I print it out, it is showing likewise. This is how it is showing, right? Because see, list is converted to bytes, and byte is showing like this, and it's after conversion it is showing at fall under the bytes type. Now a very important part is this. Let me disable it. Oh, no. So once it's converted, let me, as I told you, the range should be between 0 to 256. So what I am doing, let me make it 300. So it's exceeding the range, right? 300. Let me see what is showing. Yeah, it's definitely show you one error, right? Because the error is bytes must be in range 0 to 256. As I told you, the range should be 0 to 256. So as I given the value is 300, it is showing throwing a error. It is not comes another another range, right? Whereas list is being printed out. List has no such kind of range requirement, right? Once we converted it out, this portion, then in this portion it is showing the error. Why it is showing error? Because it is converted to bytes, and bytes having one range, and the range is 0 to 256, right? Hope it is informative and very, very clear to you. Let me move it to 200. Let me run again the program. Now there is no error, and it is showing all the values or int list value in like this way. Now another thing is that whenever I am printing out the bytes, always it is showing like this way. Whenever any integer or any list is converting to bytes, it is showing. So the way to see the list, the bytes in a number format, how I'll see with a loop, right? I will explain in different video what is the for loop and in loop. So here I have used the for loop for I in B. So what I did, I make a I, and in B, who is B? B is here. So I in B, right? So I am printing I, right? So it will show you the exact byte. Yes, 20, 30, 40, 200, right? This is how I can, using the for loop, I can see the bytes value wherever it is. It could be integer, it could be list form, right? And as I told you, byte is immutable. Let me show you again. Immutable. Yeah, it is throwing one error. Bytes object does not support the assignment. In sense, it's immutable. So what is immutable and immutable? If you want to edit, this is the command is required to edit. So I try to edit it, but it's throwing one error because it's immutable. I cannot edit it out, right? So bytes part is more or less clear, basic part. Yeah, so byte array. Byte array is mutable, right? So let's see the byte array. Hope you are getting interest. And another thing I want to tell you that is I'm explaining int float all the data type, string, bytes, whatever the data type in a very fast manner, because in single int, if I explain, it will take more time. I will try to separate a video for each data type in diff, that I'll do. But for basic understanding, but for top understanding, top view understanding, it's very clear and informative. Yeah. So bytes is done. Now byte array, right? Let me show you the byte array. So what is byte array? We'll first understand what is the byte array. So byte array is same as bytes. Only difference is that it's immutable only. So what is byte and byte array difference? Byte, whatever I have explained about byte, the same and in like byte array. Only difference is that it's mutable. You can edit. Excuse me. Yeah. So let me show you. Value should be again the same thing over here also. All right. So let me show you again. Yeah, so what I did, I make a list. I am try to again, let me show you this thing. It will throw you an error as I show you in bytes, right? So I have converted the list into a byte array. Here you can see, let's see the first program. Sorry, just a minute please. Yeah, sorry. So as I did in bytes, the same thing I did. I make a list, I convert it in byte array. In bytes, what I did, I converted it into bytes, and here I have converted to byte array. So after the byte array, I have printed it out and make see the byte array class. So once I see the byte array, this is the value showing over here. For 20 it is this, for 30 for the 40, right? So this is how it will show you. You can imagine like this way. Now now thing is that after conversion it is showing the byte array, right? The data type is converted. Now how do I see this data? I have used the foreign thing to show you the data. Yeah, now as I told you, byte and byte are same. Only thing is that it's mutable, right? So it is mutable. It is not immutable, it's mutable, right? Yeah, so byte array is mutable. So how it is mutable and unmutable, let me show you. So here try to focus this part. 20, 30, 40 and 200, this is the range, right? And sequence start with the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So I want to change the value of 200 to 50, right? 20, 30, this value I want to change to 50, 200 to 50. Now how do I change? I will use this command. One thing keep in mind, guys, that is I am putting commenting over here. It's not any, it cannot comes under any comment. It's a description only for understanding. So bytes is a immutable byte array. Sorry. Sorry guys, I missed this part. Byte array is mutable, and that's what I'm trying to show you. So b3. So what is the b? B is this variable, right? So what I want to edit, this sequence number is start with the 0, as it's the 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3, I want to change this 200 to 50. So 3, b, here b, which value? 3, sequence is 3. So what I did, this thing b, and that's I want to change the 3 sequence value 3. So what to change? 200 to 50, right? This is the 50, right? So if I run this command, as it is not taken error, it is the perfect command, right? But thing is that how do you show? How do you see? As it is showing like in this byte format, how do you show? I have to use again the for loop, right? So that I can see whether it is working or not. Let me run this out. Yeah. Oh, it's work. So 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So 200 being converted to 50. So I can edit. So byte array is immutable, right? Sorry, immutable. Byte is immutable, right? And byte array is mutable. Now I'm able to edit this value, right? I can change this value. How do I change? I have changed like this way with using this command, right? Now if I want to change this 70, what will see? Yes, it has been converted to 70. Now if I don't want to change, right, let me disable this part. If I don't want to change, so it should show you the 200 value as well, right? Yes, it is showing, right? So whenever I'm changing this thing, it will show you this value, right? Hope it is clear. So it is mutable, the same as it is the bytes. So bytes and byte array is very same. only byte array is the mutable. Now memory view, this is the comment data type through which you can see the internal data only. But let's understand memory view. Yeah, let me close the byte array stuffs. Yeah. Yeah, so memory view, creating a view of the internal data, right, object, as I told you, without copying it, but object must be support the buffer protocol. If any protocol does support the buffer protocol, any data type does support the buffer protocol, it will show you the memory view. But thing is that the without copying, right, you no need to copy, right. So here I have given one example with the code. Here again this is the bytes, right, and I want to convert it to byte array. This is the byte, right, this is the converted to byte array BA1 and BA1, and I want to see them converted to memory view, right. So what is showing, this is the bytes, and then high wall, it's converted to byte array, right, and the class is also byte array. Now memory view, it is showing the memory view have all bytes. So bytes memory view, it is showing memory view at the bytes, and byte array memory view is showing that. So how it is showing, let me show you. Print, right, I am printing the B1M view. So which one is the B1M view? B1M view, what is that? It is converting bytes to memory view, right, and I want to see this thing. So I am putting one comments bytes memory view. So bytes memory view is this, and byte array memory view is this. So this is how you can see the memory view, right. Hope it is clear. But thing is that the byte types very rare, it is used, mostly use int, float, complex, string, boolean, set, mapping, and the sequence. Yeah, so yeah, let's start with the set type. So our next data type is the set type. Set is the one of the popular data type in Python, set type. So let's explain the set type. So under the set type set category, there is two data types, set type and Trojan set. So what is set, right? Set is again, this is the second mutable data, and it's comes under the curly bracket, and basically set is always unordered and unique, right. So let's see in the PyCharm. Yeah, so set is a unordered, always an unindexed collection of unique elements, right. It's never it is in indexed and in sequence also. Sets are mutable. Yes, it is editable, I would say. You can change element using built-in function like add and remove. Yes, you can, as it is mutable, you can add and remove with this function, add parenthesis and remove parenthesis. Yeah. Every set element is unique, no duplicates, and must be immutable, cannot be changed. However, a set itself mutable. Set itself mutable, we can add or remove items from it. A set is created by placing all the items or elements inside the curly brackets, right? As I told you, comma separated by comma or separated by comma or using by built-in set. In the above example, yeah, I'm going to explain with again, as I told you, I have written all the programs to save the time. So for the set, let me explain few things over here. Let me make it commenting out. Yeah, so just see minutely, right. So set, I have make it over here. How I make it? I make the variable name fruits, right, and the curly under the curly bracket I put some fruits name as a set, apple, banana, mango, and grapes, right. So what I did, print on the set type, and then I see whether it is set type or not by putting print type and then fruits, the set variable names. Then I see the length also. I'm coming to the length in the later on. Let first print it out. All right, run the program first. Yeah. So I run the program fruits and run the program set data type program. Now it is showing apple, grapes, banana, and mango, right? And it is set type. It is printed out, and it is the class is set data type. It is showing which class it is. It is set. Only we can understand after putting this command only. Always remember print type fruits, right? The variable name. What about variable? We want to know the which class it is fall or which data type it is fall. Now it is showing the class set data type, and the set is with the fruits name. I have given over here the example. And now one thing I would like to show you over here, that is print length command. I am going to introduce the command length. With this command I can understand what are the elements and how many elements in the set type, right? So here I can count before running the program: 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 elements, right, in the set type. So yes, it is 4. It is showing also 4 elements in the set type, which is apple, banana, mango, and grapes. I name the variable the fruits, right? So this is the set type. I print it out, and the length is the 4 elements in there. Now I put some comment over there before printing it out. All right, I just put, it's nothing but same as it is print fruits, right? Here I have put some string over here, right? I have put some comment, right? You can see the text type string, right? Whatever comes under the single quotation, double quotation, triple quotations. So I put comment. I put comments the my fruit baskets. Then I put the variable fruits. Then if I print this thing, it will show my fruit basket: banana, grapes, mango, apple, and 4 type of fruit. All right. So how many type of fruit here? Fruits length is the 4. Automatic with this command, this 4 will come. All right. Then I put a string, that is the type of fruit. So 4 by this command length, and this is the string. So 4 type of fruits in my basket. This is the set type, right? And let me show you one thing that is very important with one example, that as I told you, it's mutable, right? You can edit it, right? Let me show you that part. Yeah. So here, as I told you, here 2 commands I can add, remove, or remove and discard I can also use, and add or remove I can mute this data type. So what I did here, I am going to add 1 elements as a fruits under this variable, right? So with this function add, right? So what I am doing, I am add orange in this basket. So after putting the print, what I am commenting, that is the my friends Raj put 1 orange in my basket, right? In my basket. Here if I comment my basket, yeah. So I am adding, putting the what is the length even it will show this. So what I am doing, I am adding 1 elements with the name of the orange. And what I'm doing, putting 1 comments for the better understanding, that my friend Raj put 1 orange in my basket, and basket is, this is my basket, right? So what I'm doing my fruit basket is this, and the 4 type of fruits. Now what I'm doing, I'm adding my friend Raj put 1 orange in the basket, right? So he has added orange, right? There is no orange, right? You can see grapes, banana, mango, and apple. Here he is adding 1 orange. How he has added? With the add comment, right? This is the comment he has added. Now after adding, what is the length it is showing? 5 fruits, right? So 5 fruits, 4 fruit earlier was there, and new fruit he has added orange. So my friend Raj put 1 orange in my basket. So how many fruits now? It is 5. So this is how I am editing or adding. Now another part I have mentioned, that there is no unique and there is no duplicate. So there should not be any duplicate value. Now again, let me show you another interesting part. Here I am trying to add one more orange, and I am trying to show, or I am trying to see the print of this new added orange. Now my friend Sunil, right, Raj already added, it is showing 5 fruits and all the 5 fruits is there. So 5 elements rather, right? And now my friend Sunil want to put one more orange. Again he wants to another, my friend Sunil, he want to add one orange in my basket, right? In that case, what would be the length? It should be 6, right? 5 already is there, and one more he want to add with orange, that is, it should be 6. Now let me run this program. What is doing? So my friend Sunil put one more orange in the basket. So he is want to arrange, already Raj added. Sunil also want to added one more, so it should be 6. But here you can see it is showing again 5. Why it is 5? Because you can see there 2 orange should come, right? But one orange is showing, and same fruit is also showing, same basket is also, element is also showing 5 elements, right? 5 fruits. So same. So with this command, what we understand that we cannot add duplicate value over here, right? Orange already added. Again we are trying to add orange. That's why it is not added. So it proves that it's not taking the duplicate value. Now the other most important part is that remove, right? How do I remove? I try to explain with this thing. Yeah. So but what I am trying to remove, I am trying to use this command remove and mango. All right. Here mango is there, right? I am trying to remove mango from where? From the fruits variable. All right. So I'm printing with the string for better understanding. My friend Rohit eat one mango from my basket, right? So what it will show, my friend Rohit eat one mango from my basket. I had mango, but my Rohit eated it out. So how he has removed, right? He has removed the mango from the previous basket, right? So how if within this 5 fruits, 5 elements, one is removed, mango is removed. Here it was mango was removed. Now it is 4. Through this you can understand the set type and how we can add, and how the duplicate value is not allowed, and how we can remove in the set type with this example, right? Hope it is clear and easy to understand for you, right? Now let's understand the Progen set. So what is the Progen set? Try to understand this part. Yeah, Progen set is immutable, right? It is immutable version type of set, and again it is unordered on index. Why I said unordered on index? Because I sometime it is apple is in first and banana is sometime grapes is in last. This is how it is coming. So it's unordered, purely unordered. If you see orange is coming over here, so it is unordered. Anywhere it can come, any elements. That's what it is, unordered, unindexed. Now try to understand with this immutable side. It is immutable. Your set was mutable and Progen set is immutable. So how I understand this thing and try to explain you. Here again the same thing I did, right? Apple, banana, mango and grapes, right? And I converted this data type set to Progen set. This is how I have converted it out, right? Then what I did, let me print it out. Yeah, so it's converted to Progen set, and the Progen set class type is also Progen set, apple, banana, grapes and mango, right? And this is the comment, right? So this is the set. I have converted the set to Progen set. Then what I did, I print it out. Then what I see the type of the data type of the Progen set. So it is showing the Progen set data type. Now I'm trying to add one fruit over here. So how I'm trying to add again the same thing, my basket is a variable. Here it is, right? It is converted to Progen set. I will take the from my basket. I put the my basket over here and dot add, then my friend orange, then I put one string, and that string I mention my friend Pradeep try to put one orange in my basket, right? So what will happen? Let's see. Oh my god, there is an error. The error is expected, right? Progen set object has no attribute add, so Progen set is not allow you to mute, right? It does not allow you to edit, so you won't be able to. So Pradeep don't be able to add one orange or one element in the same set, right? Hope it is understand. Again the same way, if I try to understand this also. Yeah, sorry, here I put one comment, sorry, yeah. So here I try to explain one thing, that is removed, right? If it is not removable, I try to one string, that is my friend Lakhan eat one mango by the remove, right? So if I run this command, it will show again the remove. It will not allow the remove. So Progen set is immutable. It is not allowing you to edit, right? So set and Progen set is clear, right? Excuse me. Sorry. Now the next is the mapping type. So what is the mapping type? That is the dictionary. So yes, this is the third mutable data type in the Python data type. That is the dictionary, right? Dictionary. So what is dictionary? Earlier we know we use multiple dictionary where we can find out one meaning of another word, right? So here it is mutable. It comes under the curly brackets, and dictionary. I would let me show you the dictionary in PyCharm. Oh yeah, it comes under the mapping type. Let me close the Progen set and set. It's clear, right? Yeah, dictionary is nothing but a key value pair, right? Mapping the data in the dictionary, right? We are mapping the data into a dictionary. Dictionaries cannot have two items with the same key, the same duplicate kind of thing, right? It does not allow you. Ordered collections of key and values. This is important part, right? Ordered collections of key and values, right? So here first name is always key, and Pritham is always value. So how it is? Dictionary. Let me show you. So it is dictionary type. Whenever we are putting curly bracket, it is set type as dictionary, and we are making one dictionary D1. I put the name of the D1, right? So here I put the first name under the quotations, right? Then put some his name, then last name, his employee ID, mobile name, email ID, and email ID, full email ID, right? So this is dictionary I have created with this comment. Here first name, always keep, this is the important part, right? First name is a key, and the mapping, whatever we are mapping against the key, that is called value. So it's a key value pair, we can say. Always we are trying to map. So once we run this command, the first name is the whole entire thing has come up, right? It's set type, data type is the dictionary, first name. So we are mapping one value against one key, right? Such kind of a dictionary. Another thing is that if I want to see, sorry, yeah, give me a moment. Yeah, so if I want to see a specific value from this dictionary, what I do, if I just imagine I want to see that the mobile number, right? In this whole entire dictionary, I want to see one value, that is the mobile number. So my command would be print D1. D1, who is the D1? This is the variable D1. Another D1, the mobile number, right? MOB, right? This is the key, and I want to see the value of them, this mobile, I want to see this value, right? Yeah, so this is the value, right? So I can specifically call specific key value like this way. So dictionary is nothing but mapping type or key value pair, you can say, mapping data to a dictionary. So this is how you can use the dictionary type. Yeah, so hope it is clear, right? Now the last data type is the sequence type, right? This sequence type is a little important, right? We have to understand one by one, little slower. So under the sequence type, there is three data type, that is range, list, and the tuple, right? Most widely used, most popular, right? So let's start with the range. Range is immutable, list is mutable, and the tuple is the immutable. So it comes under the parenthesis, and range, start, stop, and step. This is how it is being used. Let's understand with the programming, right? Python. Let me open it out. Yeah, so let's understand with the range, right? Sorry. About the range, following are the range function parameter that are used in the Python, right? Start, stop, and step. Range is immutable data type, as I mentioned you. So the string is a range follows start, stop, and the step. So what is the start, stop, and the string that I am going to explain you. One thing you have to understand, that is the start, stop, and step. Step cannot be 0, right? By default it is 1. Why it is 1 and how it is 1, I am going to explain you. So let's understand the list, right? Let me run this program. So what I did, I run the range, right? So R is the variable, and the data type is the range, and 1 to 10. And what I did, print the list in R. What I did, I converted it range to list, then I print it out, then again I converted to range type, right? So here please try to understand one thing. Here I print in a list manner. If I don't print in list manner, what will happen? Let me show you. Right, it will show the range 1 to 10, right? But if I want to convert it in list, then it will show you as a list 1 to 9, right? As I give in the range of the 1 to 10, and data type is the range, right? So what I did, I print this range in a list form. That's what it is showing, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. If I remove this part, it will not show you in the list form. It will show you in the range form, right? So what is the range form? I show you already, right? Now if I want to see so 1 by 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I have to use, again I show you in other data type also. I use the for loop and test in R. So what is the R? R is the range, and test in R under the R, what is the test? So I put the name test. So I am going to print the test, all right? So if I print the test, it will show you like this way, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Hope it is clear. Now here let me show you one thing. Sorry guys, give me a moment. Yeah, so what I did, I take this start, stop, and step, this manner, right? Let me run this program. So what is showing? A range. What I step to step 1 to 10, it is 1, then 2 3, 2 step, then 3 4 5, 2 step, 5 6 7 7 8 9, the steps. So it is jumping or forwarding 2 steps only. So if I, by default it is 1, I can run also 3, and I am printing it out, and the print data type, that's a list. So I am showing it is as a list data type. Why list? I am showing in as a list, right? So that I can understand the jump in the step part, right? Now if I want to see this part in range, what will happen? What I did, 20, the range or the 20. For in 20 range, I am going to put the range 20. So what is the 0 to 19, the sequence number? Yeah. So this is the range, and this is how it is being used. And yes, as I told you, it is immutable. You cannot mute, and it comes with the start, stop, and step. This is how it is being used, and always we use in the list form. Yeah. Sorry. Second type is the list. All right. Second type is the list. So what is the list? Let's understand. List is mutable data type, as I told you, the same way. X, like here I have used the x variable. I put the sum here. Comes under the square bracket. Always keep in mind, whenever we mention the square bracket, it will always a list, right? So it is mutable. So what I did, I make a list with the apple, banana, and cherry, 3 fruit name, and then I do then I print it out, right? And then I see what are the data type. Let's see. So apple, banana, cherry, this is the list, and this is the list data type. And now my list 1 2 3, yeah, and it is mutable, right? So yes, this is a list type. I would like to show you in later on how it is mutable. Yeah. Then tuple. Yeah, tuple. So tuple is a mutable, immutable object. Like is again the same way. The print type is the tuple. Yeah. So I put one thing, keep in mind, right? It's immutable, and whenever it is comes under the parenthesis, it will treat as a tuple, right? And it is not editable, right? So it can be anything over here, the value or a character, but it should come under the parenthesis. Then it will be treated as a immutable. So hope it is clear. Most of the part, data type, list, tuple, and sequence. So these are the widely used, and these are the main data type in the Python programming. Now let me show you other thing also, which is not part. Let me show you. Yeah, so always I told you mutable and immutable, right? Here is the mutable and immutable example is here. So what is that? My list, I have created one my list, and what I did, I converted this to that. Let me show you. Where here, tuple test I will do it later on. In my list, as I try to show you, but I won't be able to. Let me show you again. In my list, what I did, in my list I have created one list, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the class is the list, right? Over here it is list is mutable. So how it is mutable? I want to mute this part only. So under the my list, 0 0 1 2 3 4 5, I want to change the 5 value to 50, right? So 6 will be removed, and it will come under the 50. Let me show you. Yeah, right, it is showing you 50. So it is been converted, it is mutable. So list is mutable, as I tried to show you in earlier, but here you can see mutable and unmutable. So it is allowing you to mute. Again, I have commented out this comment. Now it is showing you 6. Now at this place, right, I tried to remove or change the value of the sequence in the 5 sequence in the 6 over here. So I want to change 0 2, right? 1 2 1 2 is the one variable. So if I want to change 1 20 2 2 to 20, what will it will show you? 20 120, right? Sorry, excuse me. So I have changed 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 1 I have changed to 20. All right, 2 1 is over here, it is 2, right, because it starts from the 0 to 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is how it is mutable, the list data type, right. Now tuple will not allowing you, because see tuple is immutable, right. Let me show you. Here I have created one tuple test, tuple list, right. Tuple it is comes under the parenthesis, and it is comes under the square bracket, right. So once it comes under the parenthesis, it's converted to tuple. So here a tuple, let me disable this part first. Let's see. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now what I want to change this part, right, 4. So 0 1 2 3 4. So 5 value I want to change to 50. Let's run the program. It will give you error. Tuple object does not support the an item assignment, so it is not allowing you to edit. So it is immutable, right. So mutable and immutable, it is clear, right. So hope it is informative. Try to take a screenshot of this snap, so that you can understand at a glance. So next is as I told you, mutable and immutable data. List, dictionary, and byte array and set is the mutable data type, and immutable, or most of the data is immutable: int, float, complex, string, tuple, Trojan set, right. So these are the immutable. And built-in functions, I would say we can convert to float, right, int, string, any data type to convert. If I want to convert to any integer to float, float to integer, I have to put the command float, then parenthesis, then the value. Yeah, now we'll understand the non-data type. This is the last data type, and these are the all data type snap. You can take a snap also, screenshot, so that you can understand at a glance. So we'll understand the non-data type now, right. Let's understand. So non-data type is which is not containing any value. Under the non-data type, there is no value under against the any variable. Should be n is in caps. Whenever we write down in comments none, that it should come with the capital in n. And we know, right, in C++ we use as a null data type, and here in Python we use a non-data type. Regarding the non-data type, interesting fact is the none is not true or false. None is just none, and even none is not zero. Don't treat as a zero or true false like this way. Yeah. So let's understand with this small programming. Here what I did, I create one variable, right, and I put 1 billion number, right. Now I try to print with this thing, the print, I treat as a bank account, right. Bank account, if I run this program, it will show the balance is $1 billion, right. So your bank account balance is $1 billion. Now so what I did, I make a one variable with the bank account name and put 1 billion numbers, then make it print, and I see the data type, right. What type it is? It's int type, right, as it is a whole number. Now thing is that if I remove the 1 billion or numbers to none, what will happen? None. So your bank account is zero now, none. There is nothing value, right. So none is just, you can imagine the variable is like a container where there is no value, right. But still you want to keep this variable, so that's what you keep as a none. So this is how you can treat as a none. None is nothing, but yes, a variable would be there. Now let me give you another programming example. Right here, what I did, I make one variable, that my channel. The channel name is this Talent Pro, right. So in that case, what I did, make it print. So channel name is the Talent Pro, it's string. So if I replace this name none, now I decided to remove my channel. I want to but thing is that I want to open a new channel in future, but I want to keep this variable. So what I did, I keep a none. So now channel is none, there is no channel, right. I want to prepare or create a new channel in future, that's what I keep this value. Otherwise I can delete also, right? So none is nothing, but there is no data, but yes, variable is there. So this is how you can understand the non data type. Hope it is clear, right? Makes sense.